Hello, welcome to our first episode of Imbibe Drink Social. I'm Jerry, and this is my wife, Teresa.
Hello. The main reason that we decided to start our channel was because every time we went into like a liquor store or whatever, we didn't really know what to choose or what to buy. So our channel is mainly about going through the discovery of different liquors, wines, gins, whatever, and trying to help you find the better value for your money, and also which one is maybe tastes better in a way, so you know right when you go into a liquor store, you know exactly what you are going there for, and you're not hunting around to figure it out. So we're hoping that through our journey you learn about what liquors are maybe the best, or which ones might suit you, even though they don't suit us. Maybe what we're telling you and describing you what the taste is about might help you determine whether or not you would like it. Like if you like a sweeter whiskey, like what we have right here, or more of a the whiskey taste that's more prevalent, or whatever. So
what we're going to do in this episode is show you the difference in the rye whiskeys that we have in front of us. The one with the green label, that is Bulleit Rye whiskey, and the bigger bottle over there is Woodford Reserve. And today we're going to make old fashions, testing each, but we're also going to taste the notes in the whiskeys, and we're going to tell you how it tastes, what the aromatic flavors are to it as well, and then we're going to craft some old fashions. And after this episode, we're going to move on to different liquors. We'll also try to show you some price points. There's our better liquors at higher prices, but there's also ones that are at a medium price or just as good as those higher price ones. And we'll try to filter out the ones that we think are affordable for everybody and still has a good flavor to it.
So we'll go ahead and start out with tastings. Let's go ahead and tell you a little bit about Woodford Reserve and Bulleit Rye. Bulleit Rye actually is a new whiskey. It was released in 2011, and it actually has won a lot of awards, which is surprisingly, since it's not my favorite. It is his favorite. My favorite is Woodford Reserve. Both of them, of course, have rye in them, but let's go ahead and go over what Woodford has. It is 53% rye, so they use the old standard of the percentages of rye in it. This Bulleit has 95% rye. Both of them contain a little bit of barley. I think this one is like 14, and this one's like 5 or 4 or something like that. And then this one also has corn in it. So rye, by law, you have to have at least 51% of rye within the whiskey for it to be
Classified as a rye.
Yes, or
okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
And if you'll note, just right off the bat, the different textures and colors. The Woodford Reserve has more of a honey look to it, and the Bulleit Rye has more of an amber.
So let's look at that. Let's go ahead and pour this, and we can see the differences in color. I love the sound of pouring. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab this, and then we'll set that one aside and we'll taste that Woodford. But let's go ahead and do this so we can look at the color.
I'll compare it.
Let me move this over. Okay, so this is Bulleit Rye. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this back here so we can tell the difference. Okay, so this is Bulleit Rye, and this is Woodford Reserve. You want to lift that one? See. Okay, get your fingers out of the way. What we're gonna do is we're gonna tilt it a little bit. Yeah, so and bring it closer. See how much more honey looking, that is, for the Woodford Reserve. This is more of an amber color.
Yeah. That's it. Okay.
It looks a little bit more richer. Let's go ahead and put that one aside, and we'll
try out the Woodford.
I got to spill some on the table. All right, there we go. I didn't. Okay, so right now we're doing Woodford Reserve. We're going to go ahead and smell it first to get the hints of what we think it smells like. Okay, so
I smell apple and mint.
I smell caramel and vanilla. Very sweet, but it also has a lot of high content of alcohol. And let's see why.
It's 45.
It's 90.4 proof.
So it's 45 alcohol.
Yeah, per volume. Is that how it's stated?
Yeah.
So that's pretty high. Not real high, but it's like a little bit more than average, I think.
It'll definitely take you where you're going. So
okay, let's go ahead and try it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, so holy crap. Okay, so this is my favorite.
It's woodsy.
Woodsy, because it's got a woodsy reserve. Woodford Reserve. It's a woodsy reserve.
Yeah.
A woodsy reserve.
Yeah.
Is that how we say it? A woodsy reserve. But anyway, it's got a big bite to it. You can taste the alcohol. But then after the alcohol goes down and burns it for a little bit, inside.
It's gonna warm your tummy for sure.
Yeah, it will. Now you can taste the honey, the caramel afterwards. It's like an after notes after the burn.
So that's the Woodford. And
Well, sorry. The only reason why I'm shocked at how
much of a kick it's giving.
a bite it's given is because maybe I've only had this in cocktails. I really have not had it
As a straight shot.
or tasted it. So, tasting it like this, it tells you a lot about about it. Let's go ahead and go for the Bulleit Rye. Go ahead and put these aside. Alright. Let's go ahead and keep that in front so we see it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing Bulleit Rye, and of course, we already said it was like an amber color, very light. Let's go ahead and smell it.
Cinnamon. Pepper.
I smell vanilla and honey. I do smell a little bit of some spices in it. It smells smooth. You don't even smell the alcohol in it. And let's see what this is. It is
Same thing, 90%, 45 alcohol volume.
It's 90% proof, 45, but this one, the Woodford, was 90.4. And maybe it's the way that they did it. I mean, because maybe the 95% rye actually, maybe it makes a difference instead of the 53% rye that they use in Woodford. So let's go ahead
It's
and
more of a thing. More smooth. No burn.
It's got a little burn to it, but not like Woodford.
Yep.
It's a smooth taste.
I won't say no to either of them, but just showing you guys the differences.
Well, I mean, for the price points, what were these?
These are $32 a bottle, and they're 750 milliliters.
I do believe that Woodford was like a couple dollars less than.
Yeah, this is probably like 33, 34, and that one's 32. So it's in that ballpark. You'll find it like that.
Yeah, you might even find it fluctuates, in price or whatever. But this one is cheaper, and that one's a little bit more expensive, but they're the same price point.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why we picked them. Other than one was my favorite, but I do believe that I've changed my mind. I will continue buying this, but I think my go-to for just like tasting it or having it on the rocks, I would go for Bulleit.
Okay. Shall we make an old fashioned?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we edited this a little bit so we can get this stuff out in front of us and go over what you're going to need. I'm also going to put a little box over here about the recipe for an old-fashioned my way, and then we're going to show you an old-fashioned Jerry's way. As is any cocktail, everything is up to you, what you want in your old-fashioned and how you want it to taste. So I'm going to go ahead and go with mine. I'm going to do, how do you say it? Angostura?
Angostura.
Yeah,
Bitters.
bitters. I'm going to also do that one also, but it's going to be orange bitters. Okay, this one's on yours. I'm going to take that off.
Okay.
Okay, and then of course you need a little shot jigger. We're going to have like I already have one over here, a stirring thing. These are just tools. I mean, sometimes we don't even use all this. Sometimes we just use a cup to stir. Here's a little masher. This is for the eyes. Oops, oops, oops. And then this is to go over so we can pour it.
Strain it.
Yeah, strain it. I'm going to put this over here. Okay, so then we have the spoon also to stir. And we have an orange and some water. And a pillar. Alright. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move this all over to the side. And what we're going to do first is I'm going to take this. Now, this is all to taste. This is a brand new bottle, so let me get it open. There we go. This is all to taste. I'm going to go ahead and I like a lot of this. Oops. I know. And what I do is I smell it. And once you start smelling it to where you think that's where you want it, then you stop. Usually it's maybe 2 or 3 drops. I put in 5. And then I put a whole bunch of orange drops. Again, it's usually 2 to 3. I always determine whether or not, I would start off with 2 and 3, and then you'll know whether or not, you want to go more later. So always taste it, smell it. Always smell it. Ooh, it smells so good. It smells like orange. So then I'm going to put a little cap full of water. Just a tad. I forgot my brown sugar.
And we're back.
And we're back. I forgot my brown sugar. I do this like the original old fashioned, where usually they used to use a brown sugar cube and put it in. So I do a little bit of brown sugar. I toss it in.
It's maybe half a teaspoon.
And again, you can adjust that later on to what you think. If you want more sweet, then add more brown sugar to it. I'm gonna do an orange peel. Most of the time, they usually do the orange peel at the end and twist it and do it around the rim. but I love the taste of orange, so I'm gonna go ahead and muddle it in there. I do love the taste of orange.
They'll bring out the zest of the orange and muddle it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll get some ice.
Yeah, so at this point, we're gonna go ahead and,
You want the ice or want the liquor in the first?
I'm sorry?
The ice or the liquor?
I'm gonna go ahead and put some ice in there,
Okay.
because I already muddled it.
Okay.
Do a little bit of ice. I think that'll be enough, don't you think? All right. So then I'm going to go ahead and put 2 ounces of Bulleit Rye. And the reason why I'm using Bulleit Rye instead of Woodford Reserve is because we determined that the one that we thought was best at the end, we would use that liquor for the cocktail. So I'm going to go ahead
But they're still both good, so
Yeah,
it's
they're
always
very-
to your taste.
Yes, they're still good. They're not, it's not bad. Both of them are really, really good. So I'm going to do 2 ounces. And that's 1.5. And I'm going to turn this over. And this is another half, I believe. Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a half right there. And just remember, we're learning, and as we learn, we're teaching you. So, we're not perfect. Nobody is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stir it now. Yeah, thank you.
Right there. Okay.
I'm going to stir it.
Now the stirring is the most important part of this to me because it takes the heat that's in the liquor, it tames it down a lot. And so when you put it with the big ice cube, the bigger ones, you'll definitely taste it. It'll be really good.
Okay, so then I'm going to put this on top. I'm going to go ahead and grab me where's the little, there they are.
Right there.
We have different types of ice in here.
Got the bottom. How about I get it?
There we go.
Excellent.
All right, so then I'm just going to pour it over the ice. Make it that way. I don't want it to go that way. I'm going to get it away from the little spout and pour it right over. Look how beautiful that is. And right there is an old fashioned. Hand me
You want to
that,
garnish it?
the top right there.
What's up?
Thank you for giving me this right here. And there's your old fashioned. It is beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and taste it. And it's great. It tastes really smooth because we are using the Bulleit Rye. It's a lot smoother than I've had it before with the Woodford. It also tastes very orange because I love the orange and I muddled the orange in it. The bitters is what heightens the whiskey to make your cocktail even better. All right, so let's go ahead and get his.
I have a different twist for mine. It's just a little bit of a variation, but like we said, it's all to taste.
Get this out. Do you need the water? No.
I need one of the bitters. So what I do different is I use this toasted orange peel. It has the simple syrup in it. It's supposed to have a little bit of bitters in it, but I still like to add just a little bit extra. That's half a teaspoon I just used of that.
So what this does is it replaces the brown sugar. It's simple syrup, so it gives it a little bit more. It's an infused simple syrup with orange peel. We get this from a place called Toasted. They usually have like a little, is it called a kiosk?
Kiosk at the flea markets or the outside squares.
Yeah, the outside squares and stuff like that. All right. So you also put some bitters in there, right?
I did.
How many drops of this did you put?
About 3 or 4. Can I have the jug?
There you go. There you go.
Same recipe, different formula.
Just a different way. It's also 2 ounces.
Yep. Still 2 ounces. I put the ice in
You're
early.
listening.
Only thing I do different is I don't muddle the orange.
Oh, sorry.
And I
Get the
start it a
ice
little
on.
longer. I'll do it. You might do that for me. I'm gonna start it a little longer.
I need the little thing.
Gotcha.
All right. He likes to stir his a lot longer than I do.
Or you use more ice and then you wouldn't need to stir it as long. But I'm gonna go ahead and stir this down quite a bit. Strainer, please.
Oh,
It's over there.
here you go. Sorry.
Can you peel me this orange slice?
I sure can.
Ta-da! Garnish it here on top. Squeeze the orange, give it a little zest on top. Throw it in there. There it is.
Huh?
Okay,
And there's the old fashioned. It's so pretty.
let's taste it.
Did you taste mine?
Great. It's great.
Okay, here. We'll try it. Cheers.
Ooh, this woman's got a lot of alcohol in hers, but okay.
Yeah, yours is sweet
Yep,
for some
it's
reason.
toast.
Yeah. Which is surprising. And let me tell you why, because usually his drinks are less sweet. Mine are more sweet. I love sweet. So right now I am craving his, but I'm pretty sure he's craving mine because it's less sweet than his right now.
Yeah, to each your own.
Here.
It works out. Like I said, you'll find that your taste, you'll find your happy road.
Your happy medium of where you want it, and sometimes later on you'll discover, hey, maybe I want to try this smoked.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Teresa has a wood and glass, and she'll smoke it, and she'll put it on top of the old fashioned, and makes it a smoked old fashioned.
Yeah.
It's really good. More effort, but it's well worth it. Every now and then, kind of do it for sure. But anyway, these are the old fashions. The rye whiskey, as we mentioned. There's a variation on this you can do. It's one step less, and then you'll have a Manhattan. Maybe we'll teach you that down the road, but just remember the old fashioned and the Manhattan. There's just one or two things different, and we'll try that. Proceed.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing about our channel, is that we are gonna do different liquors and stuff like that, and go from there. I think our next one is we're gonna try tequila.
We do tequila. We do margaritas. We're also going to rum's on the list.
Rum's on the list. We're thinking about maybe, I don't know if we're going to use the light rum or the dark rum or whatever.
Use them
But we'll let's pour it all into one drink.
Make
But
hurricanes.
we'll figure it out. I know that the next episode will be a reposado tequila.
It's a little bit more high end, but not too high end.
Oh, it costs the same price point as what we have here.
Well, you put your grandma in it.
I love my grandma.
So, anyway, this is the old fashioned. We hope you enjoyed watching us make it. I'm not going to sit here and let you watch me drink it because I'm going to enjoy it myself. But
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button. It will let us know that we're doing good. And if you know anybody else that would like to learn as we take our journey through making drinks and stuff like that, and taste testing, please direct them to our channel, and hopefully they'll learn something also. And we hope that you enjoyed this one, and cheers.
cheers.
Always drink responsibly. Thank you.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find